Hi everyone, this is Zane from POD Official 2 and Picnic Unreachable, and I know third series have started with just a part 1, but it's okay. The other parts to the other videos are coming as well, but I'd like to start this one because it's hopefully going to be really helpful to other Reason users. So I'm going to be explaining different things you can understand to learn to fully and better understand Propellerhead Reason. So totally blank when you go up to File and just create a new song. So here's our blank song in Propellerhead's Reason version 5. In this installment, I'll be explaining mixers and hooking them up, and my personal preferences for these, which are in a lot of cases helpful. So you're going to you go into this empty rack space here and just right click and then create a mixer 14:2. So this is a pretty standard mixer. With it, you can have 14 input channels run through auxiliary inputs, built-in treble and bass equalizing, pan, volume automations, master, and then return effects, which then, by the way, you press the tab button. When you press tab, it'll look at the back of the rack. I'll be explaining some things with this as well, but these cables are like the routing for all the different sound and control CVs and auxiliaries throughout Reason. So the master output of this mixer is going straight to the hardware interface. Back to the front. So something I often do is on the hardware interface, I also create a line mixer 6:2. Then back over at the back, just take the left input and drag it off randomly to disconnect something easily, and then from the left just take it to the first input here of this mixer, and then this mixer's master out into this one audio output of the hardware interface. Sorry. So this, now that you can see this is green, this is now a fully confirmed connection that runs all the way through this mixer, through the line mixer, and then through to the hardware interface. So, if you look back at the front, you have a full filtered connection going through. And now the reason I do this is because you can do better like full volume automations with having it running through a mixer. So let's say, for example, you have like a piano that's run through this mixer, through this, and here. As you can see, there's sound bars indicating the peak of the sound on its slot in the mixer, the master of the mixer's slot in the 6:2, and the master of the 6:2, and finally in the hardware interface. So you have better full overall control of your sound balance when you do this loadout. So some other kinds of things that mixers can be useful. If you have 14 tracks already, a lot of people will be like, oh hey, I already created 14 tracks and I don't know what to do. I'll give an explanation of that now. But here we have all 14 connected through the mixer, and they all have personal slots here. So a lot of people ask, well, what happens when I create another one? If you go to make another one, you can hear it through the final output, but sorry, this example actually is being a bit overridden right now by, let's just remove that and just use this one mixer. So people will create another and they won't hear anything. Well, the reason for that is this mixer is full, so on this mixer you just right click, create another mixer 14 to 2, and if you tab, look at the back, the channeling aux and channeling master are just straight through, so these are working together. So you have mixer 1 and mixer 2. So this can now be given its track if you just drag the output of that combinator to this mixer's first slot. There you go. And now for every new one you create, they will get their own slots in the mixer right there. So this was just explaining some side chaining for mixing and routing. By the way, this still works the same way even if you have more than one mixer, because this is working as another part of this. Just route it through again, master out. There you go. Green lights, green light go. Yeah, that was kind of lame. Alright, check out the next installment and I will teach some other devices in Reason.